SMNI hosts Lorraine Badoy and Jeffrey Celiz have been detained for the past 2 days since they were cited in contempt by the House Legislative Franchises Committee during Tuesday's hearing. Celiz earned the lawmakers' ire for refusing to identify his source for the claim that Speaker Martin Romualdez had a 1.8 billion peso travel fund, while Badoy had conflicting statements about SMNI's advertising revenues. The hosts are now on hunger strike as protest. SMNI legal officer Mark Tolentino says Celiz and Badoy have only been drinking water since Wednesday. The hosts plan to question their detention before the Supreme Court and seek their freedom.
Mag-file tayo ng petition for certiorari on the ground of grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction on the part of the Committee on Franchise and petition for habeas corpus for the illegal detention and arrest. Yung contempt kasi, yung pag may kulong, it's a criminal contempt yun. So, ibig sabihin, no person should be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law.
The hosts also plan to appeal to the committee when they meet again next week. But the chairman of the Legislative Franchises Committee cannot say if their request will be granted. Congress will only be in session until next week before adjourning for Christmas and New Year.
They will have to make that appeal of furlough and the request for a Christmas break. I do not want to preempt the decision of the committee, but all of these are options right now.
Tambunting believes there is sufficient basis to revoke the franchise granted to SMNI in 2018. He says the network violated the provisions of its franchise against airing false information, as well as the conditions for transferring the franchise and offering stocks to the public.
You can see already that 41011 was violated. Now, let's look at if that will be, unless they can disprove otherwise, then, during the hearing of the bill revoking the franchise, of course, they're coming up with their defenses, but I don't think it's substantial enough right now.
But SMNI insists it did not violate any law.
We believe na walang violation. Kung may violation man, at least i-comply bigyan ng pagkakataon na i-comply yon. And kung assuming na mali yon, at least may due process pa rin.
Tambunting says the House might vote next week on the resolution urging the National Telecommunications Commission to suspend SMNI's operations. Xianne Arcangel, CNN Philippines.